Welcome. We're playing the Sibling Experiment. I have no idea what the hell this is. So let's start a new game. Oh, what do play as? Who am I playing as?
TJ.
TJ. As a female. I don't. It's a trap. Unlike you, I'm all too familiar with strange occurrences. My Uncle Jerry became.
Whoa. Okay. Whoa. Right.
3
You just
months
mentioned
later.
traps. What
3 months later, he was back to Jerry
Jerry
again. He still signs his emails as Julie, though. Don't ask. I managed to get an A grade on a paper that I didn't even remember turning in. My dad let some guy called Strong Bear sleep on our couch for a few days. Oh, that dude even taught me how to hit birds off telegraph poles with a stone in just one shot. Want to see? No?
Okay.
Okay.
I would imagine not. Yeah.
Even though my life can be pretty unusual at times, though, this was by far the wackiest thing to happen to me.
Pretty wacky.
It's pretty wacky. It took the cake for the weirdest thing I thought I would or could. Oh, I thought would or could ever happen. Oh, stupid. Yeah, it took every cake in the theoretical scope of cakes that represent all things odd.
What the f...
So you know how I had to deal with that 15 years of a constant pain in the butt? That pain in the butt hadn't matured beyond thinking the height of all hilarity and would usually flicking his...
What?
What?
Hold on. This is obviously a bad translation.
Yeah, needless... Okay, that stresses limits. Okay, I'm assuming Tyler's her brother. That would make sense. 1 month previously. Okay. Oh, I had to click.
I like the 80s porn music. It's definitely a plus.
My brother was just impossible. Yeah, it's her brother. I would be constantly amazed as of how I'm still sane, despite being forced to share my personal space with someone so bratty and hyperactive. I can't breathe. He would always shamelessly declare that he was cute and charming. Tyler was anything but. He's 15 and he was the pure spawn of evil. See, let me just demonstrate how he managed to make life hell for me. He ruined things that day. As with every single day of our lives.
It's really sad.
Yeah. Oof. The rock hit my front wheel with a third whack.
A third whack.
Oh,
Yeah.
and before I could even register what had transpired, my board went skidding to the side, sending me headfirst into a nearby hedge. What the? Tyler! What's up with her hand? That's weird. Fucking pinky looked like twice as big as her other. What happened, you ask? Tyler happened.
Okay, we get it. Tyler sucks.
Yeah. Upon hearing my shout, I could see a shadowy form moving rapidly away from his window. I was obviously going to put this together. Just how dumb did he think I was? We only have one story in our house, so it wasn't as though he could hide.
They have stairs.
There's stairs right here! Besides, who else would be slingshotting rocks at me around here? Plus, the trajectory seemed to have come from his room. The trajectory came from his room. Despite deluding himself that he somehow was my sneaky little brother, despite deluding himself that he somehow was, my sneaky little brother wasn't exactly Mr. Popular. Okay, that comma is very important. I'm just stupid.
I mean, it's like that one thing where it's like, let's eat grandma. He's like, let's eat grandma.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah.
And even if he had friends, it was doubtful any of them would hate me that much or have the guts to pelt rocks at me. Twigs and leaves were sticking into me, and I was left tasting bark, or at least something hedgy. The hedge I'd collided with probably wasn't even ours. My mom barely had enough time to make herself breakfast, let alone manage any regular garden upkeep. It's probably our neighbor's desperate attempt to keep my brother out of the yard, as if preventing ever worked on him. I tried to be careful. This is so long. When extracting myself from the hedge, gave my arm crisscrossed scratches. Checking the state of my skateboard, I found the wheel had become oddly wonky. Oh no. Oh, he did not just. Tyler badly needed to work on his understanding of boundaries and personal property, especially when it came to my most prized possession, my skateboard of all things. He was so going to pay for this. Is the porn music gonna stop?
Yeah.
It's just continuous.
I don't know what I'm gonna wait for. Like,
it's just fucking 3 chords.
Wait, is this the entire game?
I hope not. Wait, I swung open. Well, it says there's an option to skip. Swung open the screen door. So her brother sucks.
Yeah.
I would find him. No Tyler in his room. Backtracked to the kitchen. Weren't many hiding places in my home. And there he was, wearing that oblivious expression that we both knew he was faking, slurping the milk from his cereal bowl. milk that had been sitting there stagnant for the last 3 hours.
That's disgusting.
Ask about the rocks, complain about the skateboard. What do I do? I like it.
Somebody asked about the rocks.
Yeah, ask about the rocks. I reached out and grabbed him by the front of his t-shirt with both of me hands.
Mr. Krabs. Well, the me hands, me boy.
Next time you shoot rocks at me, I want you to remember the giant wedgie I'm gonna give you.
It's hot.
Well, her name's TJ. She's probably not even a girl. Oh, I'm going commando.
Okay, I'm so sorry I said that. This is really fucking bad.
I didn't know what he expected me to do after hearing that news. I recoiled and dropped him like I just realized that it was a dirty diaper I was holding. Hey, my shirt is all wrinkled, Tyler.
Oh, who wrote the translation for this game?
I don't know. He yelled out in pain and then gave me a defiant look. Ow, TJ. Commando, remember? You've got to take care of my boys. Fucking Tyler, dude.
What the fuck?
His boys, dude.
Oh.
TMI.
TMI.
Wait, is he saying that?
Huh?
Why is he saying that?
Huh?
I dry heaved at the thought. I'm assuming that was the mistake and that she's the one that said that. Or he.
If I vomit in front of him, we realize how much he was changing, damaging my psyche.
Damaging his tie and his boys. Put the tie in nasty. Haha.
That's a good
Put
play on word.
the tie in nasty. Every day would usually start the same way. Tyler, if I was get it for me. He'd lick my hands, kick me under the table, mess up my ponytail. That's why I couldn't even bother with the ponytail anymore. But you said, what? Okay, steal my. And today he got the box of cereal and dumped it over my head. Cheerios went everywhere. He was a real little charmer. It's goofy. Every time the song restarts, I just
It's just like, it's 80s porn music, dude. What the fuck?
He just sat there with his goofy-sized blonde head bobbling with cackles at my expense.
This is written so disgusting.
I know. Tyler.
Tyler! Oh my god!
Listen up, Tej.
Tease.
That was funny.
That's
I'll,
funny.
I'll admit that was funny. For you, maybe your face is at least funny though.
Damn!
Go crazy.
Guy's ass.
Go sicko mode. Your mom is funny.
Oh my fucking god.
What is this shit? Our mom, dillweed.
Your mom jokes are lame.
So I knew what was coming next. I would start skating to school and have to backtrack about 10 times to stop my brother from getting sidetracked, gawking at squirrels. This is like, remember when we had that like stupid like meme D&D run? Where my character would just chase rabbits and shit.
Squirrels. I remember that day. We should do that again.
We should do that again. It was fun.
We need Reno though.
Yeah.
Reno's a good DM.
Tyler could never focus on one thing for long. Pretty sure he had ADHD, but my mom wouldn't do anything about it, and Dad was never around.
That's tough.
That's tough. It was kind of annoying that Tyler wouldn't get the help that I was sure he needed. Not that I cared or anything. It just bothered me that I still had to babysit my 15-year-old brother. Ha! Ty and I joked that Dad probably has a couple of other families out there with how infrequently we'd get to see him. Because, you know, joking was easier than admitting that it might just be the truth. So it's just the three of us. And the only way Mom seemed to cope with it was ignoring the erratic behavior of Tyler, which means my brother could get away with anything. Dude, really, I hated it. Dude, okay. Call my mom or the police, whichever came first. Do I get to do stuff? My best friend Nikki. Okay, there's Nikki. It's like that girl from Honey Pop. Nikki.
We should record that.
Record Honey Pop would be hilarious. my best friend Nikki was a welcome sight after the morning fiasco. She leaned on my locker looking bored. Why is it every time there's a black person in anime, they just look like a white person with like blackface on?
That's true. Tell me one black person besides like those who are mixed already that has blue eyes.
Yeah.
You can't. They don't exist.
Nikki, that girl, a total oddball, but I loved her to bits. I thought that said tits. If only I could, I would replace Tyler with Nikki as my sibling any day of the week.
That's such a cheesy girl thing to say.
Yeah.
Every girl ever said that.
Yeah. FYI, John No is coming this way. It's a lot of letters. See how helpful she was.
Words long.
Tyler would never warn me of impending annoyances. Ha. He was an annoyance in and of himself. Oh, Look at this dude's hair. Whoa.
Bulging shoulders of the president of the AV club. What the hell's the AV club?
Those shoulders are not bulging.
What the?
Skate and destroy.
He looks like fucking Nick Winkleman. Those aren't bulging shoulders.
They're
What the
not
hell?
bulging
Yeah.
at all. It's like fucking Steven, dude.
It is look like
Joe
fucking Steven,
something.
dude.
I didn't care about his last name. He's a fellow regular at Magic High School.
Magic High School. What?
There's an anime called The Irregular at Magic High School. I've never watched it. I just know the title.
Oh, that's like Girls and Pins. I just know that exists.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He was a fellow regular at my local skate park, but that was the extent of our common ground. Even though I was the teensiest bit jealous of his skill, I would have been content never to have to talk to him again. Fate, that's a good anime series. I finished Fate Stay Night Unlimited Blade Works.
Oh.
Yeah. Because he would always hover around me like a bad smell. That's actually a cool series too, because it's like there's like this thing that happens in Japan where it's called the Holy Grail War, where like a bunch of people are chosen by the Holy Grail to participate in this like battle, fight to the death.
Is it that DSERA? Or is that something else?
That might be
DSA
something else. Yeah, I think it's something else. But basically what
Have you
happens...
seen DSERA? DSERA is actually good. I've actually heard people actually
No, I've
give,
never-
like, really, really good reviews.
I've never seen that, but the fucking Fate series is like... This Holy Grail chooses you, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then, using magic, you can summon heroes from either the past or actually there's one from the future.
From the fucking future. What do you do?
But it's so
when it
cool
happens?
because one of them is fucking... Basically, they're considered your servant, but
Mhm.
they're the ones with all the power, basically. You just, like, make them fight each other, pretty much.
That's kind of badass.
But it's so, like, there's fucking King Arthur.
That's cool.
There's fucking... Sir Lancelot is in the Fate Zero series.
Knights of the Round Table, pretty much.
Well, no, but there's other ones. There's fucking Alexander the Great.
That's pretty badass.
There's fucking Gilgamesh.
Gilgamesh. Oh, that's sick, actually.
King Arthur and Gilgamesh are, I think, the only two that actually like span between both of the two main series. Turns out King Arthur's actually a girl though, which is kind of goofy.
What the fuck?
It's like King Arthur. Basically, the story behind that is that she was a girl who like pulled Excalibur out the fucking rock, but she had to pretend to be a boy in order to be king.
So it's Queen Arthur.
Kinda, because her name's apparently Arturia.
I don't know what the Anglo-Saxons would think about that.
Yeah, I glanced up to his face. His hair was getting dangerously close to a mullet, but that's not close.
That is not a mullet.
That's-
Why don't you get a mullet?
That'd be fucking stupid. But he still
Still
held
himself
himself like cock of the walk.
Jesus Christ, this game.
Wait a fucking minute, Jono. Heard you were going to enter the extreme sports challenge.
Oh my
this year.
god, why did they fucking spell it like that?
He sized me up. I could tell he was figuring out if I was serious about it.
Skate and destroy. Look at his fucking shit.
Yeah, I know. So?
That's how I imagine you if you went to public school. That's how I imagine you turning
yeah.
out.
So? Be ready to lose, babe.
Ready to lose, babe.
Thanks for coming all this way to tell me. I smiled sweetly, so false even a Neanderthal like him would be able to tell.
Like, so judgmental.
Like, what was his deal, man?
Yeah, what the?
I didn't know any better. If I didn't know any better, I'd swear he was stalking me. So I waved at him and he left, just as the first bell of the morning rang out. Jono had already ruined my Tyler Free Zone mood.
Oh, this is like a
What the fuck is
Have you
this?
seen, like, read those books when you were a kid? The little boy's name was Stink, but he had a sister. You don't remember that?
No.
You don't remember that? I remember that. It was this girl and how much she hated his little brother named Stink.
Ugh, how I longed for a Tyler Free and Jono Free Zone. Is she's gonna be going on about how she hates everyone the entire time?
Oh, God, dude. If I wanted to play this game, I'd just go to school. Like,
Yeah.
go to school and talk to any girl. Tell you the exact same fucking thing.
Need I describe in full detail how much my brother's antics ruined the rest of my day? No, you don't.
Yeah, what?
You don't. What do I do? Crash. My window looked like a car windshield complete with baseball-sized hole. Glass everywhere. Baseball. Tyler. Tyler. Hey, you
Green,
found it. Found? Do you not see that I glared at him? So pass it over here, Tej. I'm assuming that's saying like TJ.
TJ? Well, does the person Tej just like sounds Indian?
Yeah.
What?
I'm trying to-
Okay, just keep going.
What is this music now?
Yeah.
What the hell is this?
Bouncing? Don't know.
It's like. Whoop whoop! Alright, I aimed the ball at his head and he ducked just in time as it went bouncing down the hallway. Terry Jane Ryan.
Terry Jane Ryan. Who names their son Terry? No, Perry is the name of the fucking platypus.
But that's a. That's a female.
Yeah, who names their female Terry? When I think of Terry, I think of like captain of like a frat house.
Yeah.
It's like, hey, what's going on, Terry? Phi Kalpa Phi! He just like shotguns a fucking beer.
Yeah. No throwing balls in the house. What about throwing balls through the house?
Fucking, oh my god, I fucking hate Tyler.
I was too annoyed to even question her if she heard the sound of shattering glass. Why didn't she say anything then? I can't skip anymore. Fuck, I think we missed our chance. I spluttered, still not finding the words for how completely cheated I was. My brother was the spawn of evil, and if there was any doubt before, now I was sure. I'll buy you a new window, TJ.
What the fuck?
Pinky promise. Those aren't just pinkies!
Oh. Jesus fucking Christ.
He held out his pink.
Those aren't pinkies!
Pinkies? Oh, and I just had to look at it as if it was contagious. Could you catch evil from a... I don't like this. There wasn't taking the chance, and I wasn't taking the chance anyhow. I love how she just appears. It's like fucking materializes next to him. What's the point? You just break that one too. Hey, I'm trying here. Well, stop! I don't need you trying. Oh, what? Is it automatically doing shit?
Stop. I need you trying.
Oh, what the fuck? Why'd it go back? That's stupid. I shoved him out of my
room so hard that it sent him toppling to his backside and closed the door to shut myself from my family.
Oh, it's daddy issue. Well.
Oh, my fucking dad left me.
If I locked myself in here long enough, maybe Tyler would disappear for good.
That's not how that works!
Maybe the zombie apocalypse would hit and he'd be dragged away by flesh-eating monsters.
Okay, I sometimes hate my siblings. I don't think I would want that, necessarily.
Yeah. I could dream, couldn't I?
I have a dream, Martin Luther King. It's funny because that's today.
Yeah. That morning, my mom was getting ready to work at the diner when Tyler actually oh, never mind. Only to reappear as I poured myself a bowl of cereal. He was holding a flattened rodent by the tail with his 2 fingers. You know how it is.
I don't know how
I don't know how it is.
I really don't know how that is.
What is it and how,
how
is it? He dangled it right in front of my face trying to get a reaction on me. When he noticed there was none, he broke into a creepy grin. Give you $10 to lick it.
Ew, what the fuck, bro?
I wasn't particularly squeamish, but I was interested in where he was getting green from.
Green?
What?
No, he's money. It's supposed to be money.
Oh.
Because green is like,
I was really confused. I was like, what? When did he say something about the green? All right, but it wasn't like we got patrons or money for chores.
Donate to my Patreon, guys.
Haha. I don't have a Patreon.
Don't get a fucking Patreon.
Yeah, that'd be stupid.
Oh, what, for your 10 subs?
Yeah.
Oh.
I don't know how else my brain fucked itself. I don't know how else he could have been raking it in. Where'd you get $10 from? I'll tell you if you lick it. Lick the roadkill or no way, man. Do we lick the roadkill? Get fucking...
I don't know.
Let's lick the roadkill.
Yeah. Man, I'll do it.
But if your explanation isn't good enough, the dead rodent is going down your pants, boy! Eep. What the fuck? I leaned forward and gave it a lick. It wasn't that bad. It didn't really taste like anything, but I was trying to block it out as a... Block what out? What? I may have some extra schemes on the side. Oh, Tyler's saying that. I was retarded for a second there. Damn, you did it.
Yeah, damn.
So, your explanation.
What if TJ just
Oh,
gets,
God? Oh?
What if TJ gets the fucking Black Plague now? You just killed her.
Yeah, you're no fun. I'm a hell of a lot of... I'm a hell lot of fun.
Where'd you get the money from?
Where'd you get the money from? Homework schemes. You can barely do your own homework. How is it that you can do anyone else's? That's for me to know and for you to find out. I grabbed the rodent from him. Not detailed enough. Pants time. I made a move to shove it down his pants, but unfortunately he got lucky. Mom entered the kitchen, still sipping her morning
I have a question.
coffee.
Is this supposed to be a dating simulator?
I don't know.
Or is this just some novel?
It's like I don't know. This is
this
the point
okay.
where you can decide where it is that TJ should spend her game. Or
Her day.
Her day. Click on the area of the map that you would like her to go to. Well, not TJ's house, because we've been there the whole fucking time.
Let's go to skate park.
Yeah, let's go to fucking skate park. That's her mom?
Dang!
Alright. I'd better get to practicing. It's only 3 more weeks until the Extreme Sports Challenge.
I'm interested.
I was telling this to Mom. Okay? Your mom's the one here, so I would assume you'd be telling it to her. I didn't care about Tyler knowing. I was hoping this year she'd want to see me skate my way to victory, and if I kept mentioning it every day, and she couldn't forget it was happening. Mom downed the rest of her coffee in one swift movement.
Who chugs coffee?
I've done it before, but I prefer not to. Because it's
Fucking gross, dude. I don't even drink coffee.
I love coffee. Take your brother. He gets lonely these days when Dad is on the road. Isn't Dad always on the road? Do not.
Do not.
It's better than when Dad gets back into town and expects us to clean the back sweat off his truck seat.
Oh, he's a trucker. Well, that's why he's gone. What?
Yeah, but what? Okay, it wasn't any better for us when Dad came back, so this was a poor excuse for me to babysit my brother. Mom obviously didn't appreciate what I said by the way her lips tightened. Terry, show some respect. That's gonna clip like a motherfucker. If Tyler said it, you would have had no problem with it.
She ain't got no problem with that bitch. Oh, God.
My voice rose a little. I was sick of having to defend every little thing I said. Well, Tyler never got the 3rd degree from Mom. 3rd degree burns. However, Mom only let out a sigh.
Wait, really?
Is it strange that I actually wanted her to show some emotion towards me for once?
Oh, you're right.
There's going to be ASMR readings. That's because I'm adorable. Wow, he's pretty cute, if you ask me. Cereal fell out from his mouth as he spoke. Real adorable.
Alright.
So I ended up having to bring him with me to the skate park. Skate park.
Alright, we're done. He made himself comfortable. Oh, shit. He made himself comfortable on the grass at a safe distance from the half pipe, spreading out his homework on the ground. He's actually doing it? Why do you even have such a large amount of homework? Maybe it has something to do with the homework schemes that he had been talking about earlier.
Wow, yeah, this girl's really fucking smart.
At least he got something to occupy himself with rather than bugging me
Yeah,
all
that's
the
what
time. Nikki! What's up, Nikki? Tyler knocked out my wheel. I had to spend my whole evening last night fixing it. Oh my God.
On my
mom's dead. He's up to no good, I'm telling you.
I'm making trouble in my neighborhood. I got one little fight, my mom got scared. She said, "You moving with your auntie and uncle in Bel Air?"
I'm sure he's not. I wouldn't be surprised if he was working with John. No.
Jono.
It's that dude with the fucking, apparently almost mullet.
Oh, yeah, okay.
And I bet that's not true either. Ignoring Nikki's comments, I glanced at my pest of a brother on the grass. I can't read. And I'm not a babysitter.
She ain't dead.
Nikki laughed as Tyler looked up from his workbooks. Right here, sis. Yeah, he's right. He was always right there. Needed a permanent brother break. Oh, fucking.
Oh, shut up, god damn.
I grabbed Nikki's arm and yanked her away so we could continue our conversation in private. Dude, I'm going insane.
I'm on sicko mode.
Going?
Going?
Aren't
Going
you-
sicko mode?
Aren't you already? Very funny. Seriously, TJ, I don't know what you're getting so worked up about. Tyler seems kind of fun, and I'd love to have a brother like him. Are you kidding me? He's completely immature, and all he does is wave roadkill around in my face.
Fucking licked it. Wait,
When-
actually, we made her lick
Yeah,
it.
we made her like it. When is he going to grow up? Based on what I've heard, you aren't going to like it when he grows up. Imagine him getting a girlfriend. Spare me the mental image. Ugh, he could get married now and I wouldn't care. But then he'll be out of the house. That's perfect. It's perfect.
These guys have a
She
bitch.
fucking shrugged. Glanced down to her multicolored nail polish, then looked up again. Really? Wait, look. Look, I really need to practice this scene. Do you mind if we do that first? I hated to do it, but I had to brush her request off. And I've really got to perfect my tricks. But we'll do your scene next time, I promise. We could do her scene anytime, but while we were at the skate park, we needed to have skate time. Sometimes she didn't get it.
She's such an ass, dude. What the fuck?
The extreme sports comp only comp? You guys want to play comp this weekend? Only came around once a year. And her little acting things were on like all the time.
Not even. What?
I felt a little bit guilty as she sighed and went over to sit beside Tyler on the grass. Tyler pulling. Pulling my skateboard out.
Oh, whoa.
I flipped it down and onto the ground and put a foot on it and glanced back at my brother and best friend. I needed a real support network around me to be able to pull this off. A support network like Jono had with his AV geeks. And Tyler being here was just ruining my vibe.
what's
You're cramping my style, man.
Wait, what's busting my groove, man? It's like that Cards Against Humanity card.
Oh, yeah. Why couldn't I have a brother that shared my interest just once? Why couldn't he cheer me on or something? I knew the answer. Because he was just a self-absorbed little jerk! Now I was stuck spending my weekend with him.
Fuck that thing.
Why me? Me too. I went back to my room and hit my head on the desk repeatedly.
Okay, what the fuck?
Felt like I was stuck with no way out, man.
Well, I mean, you kind of were your freshman.
No, I felt like...
Oh my god. Well, I mean, I was right, considering your dating past.
Oh, yeah. The wind was still whistling through the hole in my window. You didn't get that fixed? Retard? Okay, retard.
Okay, retard.
I suppose it was that reminder of how inconsiderate my brother was that made me do it.
Oh, you read it like Shakespeare.
Something in my brain just snapped. Whoa. What did you do? Wait. Return? Okay, I needed an outlet. So I opened up my computer and set up my webcam. So guys, I have the most horrible of
Vlogs?
Oh,
real life
brothers.
Real life vlogs?
He's little freak.
Took her to my house and freaked
Like
her.
he does the freak. Oh fuck. I sometimes wonder how my life would be like if he never existed. And I gotta say, that would be so lit.
I want to take a picture of that and send it to Nick.
I'm actually gonna do that. Hold on.
It would be so lit.
All right, Nikki. Oh fuck! I didn't even.
You get the lit part. What? Send without context to Nick.
Fucking.
What the fuck, Jenna?
Nick. Oh, that's that girl from Garen. Remember?
Was she talking to you again?
No. Well, I mean, I like swiped up on her story one time,
Oh.
and I just said like one thing,
Oh.
and then it's because it was about the Silent Night thing. Because apparently she was there.
Oh.
The boys basketball game. So I was just like, oh shit, you were there? She was like, yeah. So I was like, okay. If that was too much, then he probably could just get out of my face. But nah.
You were at the silent game?
No.
Oh. I mean, she only like.
Oh boy, this is gonna be a great line. I go online and see people posting stuff about loving their siblings and all that cringe-worthy interactions. And I swear, get goosebumps every single time. What is this
I swear,
translation?
get the goosebumps every single time.
Like through a slav. Yeah, right. We're never doing that. I don't know who could love the little twat. When you just went from saying lit to saying twat.
What the fuck?
You freaking hipster Brit, like.
What the fuck? Just go back and twat.
Or if anyone would be able to, for that matter. I don't even remember what I just said. It all started. I ran through exactly what it was he had done to ruin my life this week, including rocking the wheel of my skateboard breaking my window and dousing me in Cheerios. That happened?
When
And
did that
more,
happen?
and more, just so you know. I mean, there was the rat. That was pretty fucking stupid. I uploaded the video on my favorite video blogging website, The Vlogger, and entitled it, "My Brother is Worse Than Yours."
What a bitch.
Oh my god.
She hasn't even tried to connect with him.
I thought it was aptly titled. When I tried to click on the uploaded video, something happened. Weird ad. The Sibling Experiment. Oh, we're finally getting into it.
Oh, I get it.
Have an annoying sibling, wish you could
Oh,
swap
I think
places
I-
with someone.
I think I know how this is gonna play out.
Oh, I couldn't
think
help
I
but
get
click
it.
through the prompts. I'll be honest, I didn't really think much of it at all. It just interested me because it hit me in the right spot with this sibling thing. Just thought it humored me at the very least.
She's gonna fall in love with their brother. That's the point
I
of this
know,
whole
my
thing.
curiosity always leads me down very, very dark paths.
No, but I'm right. I know
Yeah.
how this shit's gonna come out now.
Are
I
you
get it.
patient with your... Why is this blocking it? Patient and Tyler are 2 words. Oh, because I'm not actually doing anything. Have you tried to love them? How about not?
See, exactly, I just said
Exactly.
she hasn't tried.
Do you think you'd be happier in another family? I'd trade in Tyler for practically anyone else, so yeah. Press submit if you answered yes to all of the above questions. No brainer there. What? She said no, though. Whatever. Please wait 24 hours for a confirmation of your details and situations. After an appropriate time, the experiment will begin. 24 hours. As if I'd remember this stupid experiment by then. What are you, stupid? And what was with the after an appropriate time? Like, what? That was so vague.
I can smell.
Dumb.
It's so weird. I can smell the teenage angst
Yeah.
through the screen. It's incredible.
I spent the rest of the night trying to fix the wheel of my skateboard, wondering just what it was that I signed up for. Good thing I didn't enter anything about the credit card Mom entrusted me with if anything ended up being a scam. The next day, I had to decide where I was going to spend my time. Oh, haha.
School. Let's go school.
yeah,
I
let's
want
go.
to go see
Let's
Mullet
go
Man
to
again.
school. Hold on just a minute. Heck! Oh, crap. So why was I at school? Heck, what made me go here in the first place? Ugh. Tyler must be messing up my head in more ways than one.
I mean, it's
I
you.
knew
You're
it.
the one who-
Yeah.
Okay, wait. Was it me who I said?
Well, yeah, go
I
to school. I don't
probably
know.
did.
We don't know what fuck. Oh, it says Sunday. Fucking stupid. I knew it. Getting stuck with a stupid brother like him could definitely make one go crazy. When we got back, my brother was being too quiet. Eerily quiet. I caught him in the kitchen.
It's like cutting and pissing.
I caught him in the kitchen, sitting on the bar stool, cutting and pasting.
Pissing.
What you doing there, dude? Just homework. It's a collage. I wish I hadn't asked. There in front of him were several of my skate magazines. Years worth of collecting. Years. A couple of them laid in tatters. I snatched the magazines away from him. I'm gonna kill you. You think I'm kidding? I'll feed you to the bears. I'll rub you in meat juice and feed you to bears, you little runt.
You little cunt.
Rub you in meat juice.
Yikes.
That's my homework. I'll get a D. I can't afford another D, Tej.
DT.
He sounded surprised at my reaction, as if he hadn't been trying to goad that all out of me at all. I would have almost believed that he wasn't a conniving little monster if I didn't know him so well. I was so mad I was practically hyperventilating. I don't fucking... I had to really swallow up the urge to punch him right in his
fucking
stupid face. I was going to explode here.
She fucking blows up, fucking dies. He just credits. Yeah.
I swiped up the last swipe up. I swiped up the last remains of the magazines and gathered them in my arms, stalking off to my room. It's Monday. Oh shit. I usually walk on autopilot, so I didn't really notice the pastel wallpaper at first. Yawning, I went to where the door normally was and banged into the wall. It was a little odd, but I just moved a few inches to the side and went through the door.
What the fuck? Wait, huh?
It took me a little longer down the hall when I started noticing little things that were askew, like the entire layout of the house, for example.
She done diddly did get switched. Put one finger in your mouth and one in your asshole, and when your uncle says switch, you switch.
And I managed to catch myself just in time before I fell down the fucking stairs. Wait, our house doesn't have it. Their house did have stairs.
Yeah. we pointed that out.
Retard.
Okay, retard.
What? Whoa, did someone do some renovating when I was asleep? Yeah, they changed your clothes, too. Renovating was an understatement. Not only was it not the same place, but nothing in there was ours either, as far as I could see. Did I just sleepwalk to another house? I ran my hand along the handrail in a daze. This did not feel home at all. This did not feel home.
Yeah, I guess it didn't feel home.
At all.
At all, no.
In any case, I couldn't just stand there. Here. What on earth was going on? I descended the staircase and followed my nose to the kitchen, where something good was brewing. A woman in a white lab coat turned to face me, her brown hair streaked with gray. She looked really professional, like a scientist something. What?
I think I meant to put or.
Yeah. I wonder who she was. She probably owned the place, though. Oh. Hey, sweetie. How'd you sleep?
Oh.
Took me 3 seconds to process that she was addressing me. Why?
3 seconds.
She just stood there, like, looking at her for 3 seconds, just... Oh, you mean me? Like...
I do shit like that
Yeah.
sometimes.
My gaze went from her to the pancakes she was putting out on a long wooden table that had a vase of brightly colored flowers in the middle of it. That was the smell.
I would imagine would be the pancakes.
Yeah, probably not the flowers.
Yeah.
Especially not the table.
The smell is the table.
Are you quite alright? You seem a little dazed.
A little bit.
Ask me again when I wake up. I sat down and took it all in with wonder. What a beautiful dream. A big house, picture-perfect pancakes. Sweetie, you can have some pancakes as soon as you wake Eric.
Oh, she gonna fuck Eric.
Eric?
Arvis?
Who's Eric? Who's Eric? The woman gave me a confused look. Why, you must still be in dreamland, sweetie. Have you already forgotten your own brother's name? She chuckled as if it was a real hilarious thing. Brother? I only have one annoying younger brother, and his name is Tyler. This dream was getting weirdly specific. Oh well, it was time to wake up anyway. I slammed my head down on the kitchen table repeatedly, not minding the pain. This had always worked in the past.
What if she just dies, dude? She like crack her head open. Have you seen that video, dude?
Wake up! Wake up! Wake up!
It's like from Polar Express. When the one kid's putting snow in his face, she's fucking wake up.
Yeah. Strangely, the pain felt real. It's because it is real, retard. As in really real.
Really real
Ow.
wrestling. Really real wrestling.
Sweetie? Oh, I forgot. You're too old for me to call you sweetie anymore. Another lab coat came in.
Tying his tie, kissed the woman. She got a dad now.
Dude, imagine if it was just a fucking empty lab coat that just floated into the Just another lab coat came in. Hope you don't mind if I can still call you like that. Finally, it sunk in. Lab coats? I'm gonna save it here.
Yeah. Save over.
I guess that one. Yes.
January 21st, huh?
What's today?
Oh.
Experiment.
After an appropriate. Oh, I get it.
The Sibling Experiment. That stupid ad about an appropriate time. Wait, no, about switching siblings. Was I drugged? Was I in some sort of simulation? Is this Sword Art Online? Were they actually wizards? This had to be fake.
Could have been faked.
What if it was actually just Sword Art Online?
Check out Kirito fucking puts his sword
Yeah,
in her asshole. Just fucking skirt.
I scanned the room for hidden cameras before lab coat number 1 shooed me aside. Terry. They knew my name too. I had to get out of here. Nowhere seemed safe. What would I do? I raised my head and moved out of the chair, keeping a hand on the table to keep me steady. I get what she's saying. You'd better get moving. Your brother will sleep in all day if you don't wake him. That didn't sound like my brother. He was usually up at the crack of dawn with way too much enthusiasm that was healthy for the coming day. So just for reference, he's in the bedroom that's upstairs. You know that, sweetie. Lab coat number 2 was teasing me, sitting down to pancakes. Oh, pancakes. Okay. If I wanted pancakes, and I did, I would have to wake up this brother of mine. Guess I might as well do it, because pancakes.
Pancakes good.
Pancakes. Just replace every word in the dialogue with pancakes.
Is it pancakes?
Just pancakes, 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 pancakes.
Okay.
Alright, there's such a thing as the possible world scenario. But I never heard of one possible world replacing the actual world. This wasn't possible world me, however. It was actual world me in a possible world scenario.
What the fuck is
What
that
if I had
asking?
been born in a different family? What indeed? Because there in front of me in the hallway was something I had missed previously. A family portrait of the well-groomed lab coats and a boy with a long nose next to a girl that looked an awful lot like me.
Is he Jewish?
Shut up! I recoiled at the sight of my own likeness and dropped the frame. But I looked nothing like these people. Are you alright up there, sweetie? The father in the picture called out from downstairs. Terry? I shook the shock out of my system.
Shock shooked me.
Yeah. There was a door on my right. I opened... Oh, wait. There was a door on my right I opened, which was a study. No sleeping brother in there. I tried another on my left. An empty bedroom. The next one on my right was the one. Snoring McGee was in there, alright. I given him pet names and you just now saw him for the first time. There was a broom next to a wastebasket at the door. Why the heck was the room so dirty, though? I poked him as you would a sleeping bear and swatted his nose with the end of it. End of what? The broom?
Oh,
Jesus Christ.
that's kind of
Just smacked the fuck out of him with the broom to wake him
You
up.
fucking give him a bloody nose. What the hell?
Wake up, random dude who is supposed to be my brother. I poked him a few more times just for good measure, and the broom end almost stuck into his nostril, except his nostril wasn't big enough to accommodate it. There's pancakes. With closed eyes, the boy drew out a small object and held it up. You know what the dice says about my sleeping patterns? I had no idea what he was talking about. I don't know what he's talking about. This is fucking
Dice.
stupid. They may as well have put me in a family that spoke Spanish for all the insider talk that went on here.
You can't even speak English.
Yeah. And they're guilt cakes. Mom just feels bad for working all weekend. Oh, Eric said that. Talking about the pancakes, I guess. His hand fished around under his bed and found a shoe which he pegged at me. Thank goodness I ducked just in time. Now get out. I stare at him in disbelief. How insulting. Dude, what's your problem? Don't be an asshole to your new sister now. I had no idea what was happening, but it might be better to just ride this one out for the meantime. Ride.
New sister, huh? You're drunk.
You're drunk.
You're drunk.
You're drunk.
You're drunk.
I don't drink. I said get lost.
You know, see, that's strange. She said she doesn't drink, but someone like her would totally drink.
Yeah.
That's strange.
No, you said get out, dude. What? Wow, you're especially annoying today. Is that any way to get a lift to school? He was stirring out of slumber now.
Actually, I have a question, Jacob.
Yeah?
We're not getting recorded like our faces, right? Just our audio.
Just the audio, yeah.
All right. Can't see me. I'm
Sitting
scratching. So
up
I'm
and
I'm
stretching.
I've been scratching like my balls the whole time. And
I'm bored.
I'm bored.
I'm bored.
I'm bored.
I'm bored. I'm bored.
A board.
Why aren't we ambitious this morning?
Oh God, dude! It sounds like fucking Randall.
I always bored. You know anything about the sibling experiment? Though he wasn't entirely chatty, I hadn't expected him to rudely point to the door with force. Just fucking out. I shrugged and started moving. I'd done my job now. I think this sibling experiment stuck me with a dud.
Why would you want your brother to be?
What?
She can't live without Tyler. That's the whole point of this whole thing.
I went back to the kitchen.
This is so fucking cheesy. I
Yeah,
swear
it's
to
so
God,
bad.
I know how this is gonna end already.
Mom was still there, and so were the pancakes. I poked lazy. Can I have pancakes now? Of course, sweetie. Wait, I just noticed her nose is like really round.
It's like Sam.
Of course, sweetie, they're yours. Scored! I picked one up with each hand and shoveled them into my food hole. When there came a shriek from the other person in the room. Lab coat number 2 was there in an instant.
What's all the commotion?
Other than how his name is not Dad.
Oh, it's all the commotion.
Striding over to me, lab coat number 1 put her hands on my shoulders and edged me to
Then produce
edged me down to sit at the table and produce something from the kitchen counter.
What?
Bitch,
What?
my cheeks were bulging.
Whoa.
I just didn't get it. Why are your cheeks bulging? Haven't we told you to behave like a lady? And eating with dirty hands, you'll get a disease. Put them out.
Put 'em out.
Out like a light. Eh?
Hey, like a light. Hey, oh.
My hands, I stuck them out hesitantly. She squirted a sticky solution onto them. It feels icky. Now be a good girl and rub that in.
Jesus fucking Christ.
When in Rome,
Yeah.
I shrugged and did so. I got another kiss on my cheek from Mom for my efforts. Now, Eric will drive you to school, and you know the rules about Monday. I can only guess what...
Hey, Mormons.
It might be Mormons. That'd be kind of funny.
Yeah.
It's got a fucking Mormon mom. Mormon?
That's a pretty slutty looking Mormon.
Yeah. I can only guess what the rules were in this bizarre alternate reality.
You didn't have to say all that.
No grinds on the furniture. What?
What?
What
Why
does
is she
that mean?
such an ass?
I was just processing this when she grabbed a briefcase off the chair next to me and disappeared out the doorway. Dad gave a swift nod, grabbed his own briefcase from the kitchen counter, and followed her out. Okay. But whatever, I was still in a bit of a daze, but it would seem that I'd hit the jackpot with this family. With the pancakes and the loving attention and the expensive stuff. Best of all, no Tyler.
Yeah, Tyler's gone.
Tyler is. I'd found some shoes to wear. There weren't a lot of options, and the only thing besides heels were pink and fuzzy. I was past the fear of not being caught dead in anything now. I just wanted something that I could walk around in. Now I had to deal with transport. My board. A skateboard. My mind was desperate. It had to be somewhere. I dug through what I could of the giant closet, but there wasn't anything in there resembling a skateboard. Just uber girly junk that I barely wanted to touch with the broom I'd stuck up the snoozing guy's nose rather than touching it with my bare... That sentence was so poorly put together.
Yeah.
All of these clothes and nothing of use. Tige. So he calls her Tige too. Coming! I didn't have another choice. I thought it said I didn't have no other choice.
I mean, no other choice.
I didn't have another choice. There would have to be no boarding for me that morning, but hopefully I could rectify it later.
Rectify. Word is fucking...
The Eric guy's car was a hunk of junk, but it had a stereo system in it that must have cost a fortune. I slid in the passenger seat and pulled down the hem of the skirt I was dressed in. My legs weren't usually on display like this, and it made me incredibly self-conscious.
It's you.
The stereo came on with the engine, and death metal music poured out of the speakers at an obscene level.
You're very happy right now.
I'm very happy right now. Dude, death metal? Hell yeah.
What if it was deathcore?
That'd be even better. Oh my god. Dude, you must be... Fuck you. I tried to shout above the sound, but if Eric had heard me through his head bobbing, he didn't let on, just fucking banging his head while he's driving. The drive was only about 15 minutes, and I knew where we were going before I saw the familiar sign. Streetsvale High School.
Imagine being like, hey, Streetsville gang, Streetsville gang.
I felt like I could breathe again. Familiar, so that's the same high school as she went to.
Okay, she's just from the other side of town. Wait, so what's her sister from her family? I think we might find out soon.
I think we might. What if it's just fucking Nikki? Because remember she was like, yo, I'd be fucking...
That's for real! And then, like, she can be like, wait, what if they're not friends?
She was like a sister to me. And now she could help bring some sanity to this whole crazy day. Eric parked awkwardly, stopping and starting as if he'd only done it a few times before, but I just grinned through it all. Oh, things were looking up. That was fucking weird. Thanks, bro.
Thanks, bro.
Oh.
I saluted him, Big Chris.
Fucking Big Chris. I saluted him goodbye and skidded into the hall.
Oh, my bunny slipper moments later.
Bunny slippers.
Bunny slipper. Fuck a girl in bunny slippers. That's fucking nice.
I would have wore fucking heels to school instead of bunny slippers, dude. Like, come on.
Well, heels are kind of a bitch to walk in.
I I tried walking.
Girls in bunny slippers are cute. Yes. What do you mean?
Girls who wear bunny slippers are like 5, dude.
That's fucking cute. I'll let you.
It's a black screen. Nikki was at her locker whistling some show tune I didn't know the words to. I never knew the words to the songs she liked. Why couldn't she tune into something like Top 40 for once in her life? Shut up.
Actually?
Nick! I'm so relieved.
She's like, what the fuck? TJ?
She seemed genuinely confused as she looked me up and down. Did I miss Halloween? At least I can stand in these. I wriggled my toes in my footwear. I need my board and I just need this day to be normal or some horrible dream or something. So go on, slap me and see if I wake up. She was apprehensive at first, but then she drew back her hand and slapped the fuck out of my fucking face. She slapped the fuck out of me. Bitch. It surprised me that she didn't even question that request. I wondered how long she'd wanted to slap me for. I didn't wake up. My cheek was throbbing. Anything else I can do for you? Wow, fucking... What a legend.
Anything else?
Anything else? Yeah, be there for me if my spare skateboard isn't in my locker. I don't think I could take another shock. Okay, I don't know what's going on. What the fuck was that noise, by the way? Did you hear that shit? Understatement of the decade, and she didn't even know the half of it. Neither do I, dude. Nothing is making sense. I have this family that isn't my own, but they all think I belong there. My brother is this total dork who drives.
Huh?
I'm spinning out here. Yeah. What?
Yeah, he's got
Aren't
his
you in
license.
high
Oh,
school?
what a fucking dork, bro.
I
One more
swear.
shock and my head's gonna explode. Why is she always exploding?
He's not a dork. For a second, I didn't get what she meant. And then I figured it was about... Why did you not think it was about Eric at the fucking beginning?
Wait, is Nikki Eric's brother?
Maybe loser was a more appropriate... Well, I doubt it. She's fucking black and Eric's not. Unless they're, like...
Adopted.
Yeah, I
I
mean...
one time knew one
there's
girl like
that.
that. Like, she was black, but her parents are white.
Yeah. Whatever! I didn't have time for all the semantics. Nikki looked around her to people coming and leaving their lockers and back to me again. Anyway, what are you scheming? We're not usually on the closest confident terms. Drama nerds and RBs don't see eye to eye that often. RBs? Don't make me say it. Dude, come on. You know I've never gotten your little codes. Rich bitches.
Dang, go in sicko mode. Rich bitch.
Rich bitch.
Got a rich bitch.
Big bitch.
Big bitch.
Her mention of the words surprised me a bit. Nikki didn't even say bad words when she got angry. She was annoying like that. I didn't even think she said bad words when something heavy fell on her foot, but I was yet to test that theory. My curiosity wasn't worth annihilating a good friendship for. And anyway, so what if I had money now? The money technically didn't belong to me. I'd never been a B, and it was the same between us as it had ever been. Nikki, you're hardly a drama nerd. You're a drama nerd wannabe. Plus, what are you talking about? We've been best friends since kindergarten. We have? You and your parallel universe me are anyhow, and there's too much change right now for me to cope with losing you too. So come with me now and... Oh, come with me now. Okay, so come with me now and it keeps me steady, but I honestly will faint if it's not in there. It's like bad song lyrics. If what's not where? So I answered by pulling her with me to my locker and closed my eyes as I entered the combination. I got it wrong a few times. How do you even get it right in the first place? Like,
You're a different person, practically.
thankfully, the door to it swung open. A skateboard was sitting there just waiting for me. I did a little dance of joy, arms out, swinging around all "It's Your Birthday" style. fucking Gangnam Style. Okay, this has been fun. Then I spotted a familiar mullet.
Oh, here he comes.
John, no.
Oh, she's going out with Jono.
He walked past the two of us as if we didn't exist, and I frowned in spite of myself.
Oh, they're not dating.
Just what game was he playing? Was he snubbing me for accepting his challenge at the Extreme Sports Challenge? That was just like him to do that. It bothered me because if anyone deserved to do any snubbing, I did. I shut my locker again, hoping my backup skateboard would be safe until... Oh, I got my fucking brain. I shut my locker again, hoping my backup skateboard would be safe in there until I got a chance to return to it. Alright, Nikki, next on the list is finding Tyler. Who's Tyler? My older brother. But it was too late, because just as we started off to find him, the bell went.
It just went.
I was stuck in class for some time. Just itching to get out. I had so much to do. Why was I even subjecting myself to this? Guess deep down, I just felt like I owed my mom to try. My real mom. Not my fake mom.
Fuck that fake bitch.
And then finally it was lunch break. That wasn't very long at all. I tightened up the wheels with my Allen key. It's an Allen wrench, retard. Although I needed to find the goofball that was my real younger brother, I felt the need... Wait, didn't she just say it was her older brother? I mean, I know...
No, her real younger brother.
Yeah, but she just said that when she was talking to Nikki, she said that Tyler was her older brother.
She probably meant something else then.
These people, whoever wrote this shit is retarded. I felt the need to defend my turf first.
Who's his turf?
Fucking Tupac. So... I followed
the rest of the crowd that went to the quad where the skate ramp was. I kind of want to read now. Let me read.
Okay, that's good because my fucking throat.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go get some water, actually.
Alright. The ramp was supposed to be a place of mutual appreciation for each other, but Jono used it to show off and build a rep for being a total douche. Fucking jeez. My bitch. I guess that he hadn't... Wait. I guess that he hadn't remembered at all what had happened the week before, a certain challenge between the two of us. I walked right up to him. I just felt like I had to rectify this. The battle was set, and it didn't help if nobody knew about it, since nobody seemed to remember my former life, but me. There he was there at the top of the small half-pipe, hair swept to the side in American cascade, shoes kicking up his board, and seemed to genuinely surprised to see me. Jono, you, me, and the Experience Storm Challenge. It's on. T.J. Jameson? Jameson?
T.J. Jameson.
I think if I didn't correct him, it didn't help to look absolutely nutso when calling someone out. That's right. You seriously think you and your little friends can take me on? He glanced down into my bunny slippers, full of doubt. Okay, maybe those weren't exactly intimidating, but still. Why is she still wearing? She didn't have she couldn't find other shoes. Whatever. No challenging banter. It was just like Jono wasn't trying to obnoxiously win over me in this universe. Instead of liking it, though, it just bothered me. Before we were enemies, but right now he was just looking down on me. You're going down.
You're going down.
You're going down, fuckboy. More students coming along, and John flipped his board back down and took the half pipe. He blew me a kiss. Dang, you trying to get
Go crazy.
some cheeks?
He pulling, boy.
Shut the fuck up. He's waving to some cheers afterwards. I grit my teeth determined to down the small touch up, but when I got to the top again, I reached out my hand to grab the lip. A voice distracted me. Terry! Eric? He saw me real name, threw me off, and I missed holding onto the end of the half pipe and fell. Skateboard slipping out from under me and feel my skirt riding up before I had the chance to do anything.
Dang. Oh. It's gonna be this kind of game.
I see where this is going.
The side of my face hit the bottom of the half pipe. One of my pink bunny slippers.
She looks like fucking Isabel.
And my underwear my pink underwear. I cringed as could hear the cameras on cell phones go off before I could pick myself up.
What the fuck, the fucking paparazzis?
A couple of arms were stretched to help me up a few seconds later, but they were a few seconds too late.
Eric was sitting to me on my right, and Nikki was on my left. Eric wasn't supposed to be here. We barely knew each other.
Except you're fucking brothers.
Yeah.
Or brother and sister. Siblings, yeah.
I turned my head to look at him. Keep on. What are you doing here? I broke away from the two of them. I wasn't injured. Only with my pride. Only my pride was.
Your fucking pride, bitch.
Bet Tyler would have loved to see me fail just then. Epic fail moments.
Epic.
Number 95.
Fucking bruh sound effect number 2.
Watching my little sister fall on her face, apparently. Little sister. Not your fault, you turd. Besides, should you be doing older brother things?
Listening to fucking death metal. I should have figured when I saw his shirt.
If I could drive, I'd be out of here. Especially now since I wanted to call him tomorrow die. Was my epic fail already on YouTube? I knew it.
Epic fail
compilation.
Well,
Number
our
9.
dungeon master got
My
it. Oh
girlfriend.
my fucking god, he's a D&D player.
What a fucking Chad! I love this guy.
So fucking
I would be
cool.
I would be friends with this guy.
Yeah.
John.
No.
John. No.
Look, his name is literally John.
No.
Just show up to us. Loser has to kiss the winner. That you get a kiss anyway.
Boy, getting kisses, getting
Either way-
smooches, boy.
Either way, you get to kiss the other person.
That's a good trap to hit someone with.
Yeah. Obnoxious, flirty Jono finally made his appearance, apparently. I stepped forward, getting in his face.
Sorry, sure, we're kissing your own butt, and you go for round 2 on the pipe. Dang!
On the pipe.
Oh, damn.
Oh, damn.
It's that kind of game, bitch.
Come now, baby cakes. My man.
You put an arm around me and try to pucker his lips at me. Whoa, we never agreed to that. Fucking FBI.
But Eric was Oh, okay.
Oh, did we miss it?
Wait.
Oh, okay.
Wait.
Never agreed to that. Get off of me. Pull John off of me. But Eric is faster. Pull John before punching him right in the face. She said no.
She said no.
What a fucking bro, dude. I love this guy.
I bet you when he fucking said no, he probably like screamed a little bit, like with the death metal scream. He's like, she said no. Like,
He said no. He's just a Monopoly man. Just no.
yeah. John no staggered back, clearly caught off. Wait, look. He doesn't look very much like he just got punched.
Look at that fucking gay beard. It's the same beard as like Donovan. Can't you see it?
Tyler just always found it amusing when morons like Jono tried anything like this. His brotherly apathy never used to bother me so much, but it really got on my nerves now. I can feel myself shaking.
OMG, I'm literally shaking.
This.
This is what a brother was supposed to be like.
Sure.
I feel the incest about to happen. I can feel it. I'm getting a bad
My
feeling.
expression was dazed as I glanced upward at the slightly older boy with the stringy hair. This is me? Eric, where have you been all my life? Oh my god.
What
What
are you
on
on about, idiot? Dang it, Shrek!
Just? You wanna... Oh, it's Jono.
Oh, he's gonna
I thought you fucking...
fight.
I thought he fucking said that to her.
You want a piece of
You want a
me,
piece
bitch?
of me? Jono barked.
He barked. Oh! Wait, have you seen like this shit where it's just like, it's cause you're a dog, Luigi.
Oh,
And
yeah.
just roof? I don't, and apparently my sister doesn't either, so keep your hands on yourself, you wouldn't even get to use them again. It's such a fucking stupid. That's
Go
so
fucking
bad.
crazy.
Yeah.
What did you just say?
Are you deaf?
I
I
said,
said,
okay, folks, we'll be off. Cool yourself down, jeez. Oh, fucking Nikki.
Dragged Eric onto the seat. I was gonna right back, and I don't want anything to happen to Eric. She's gonna fall in love with her brother. You see, it's technically incest, but it's not.
Eric was kind of my hero after the whole Jono confrontation. I mean, the guy was clearly Loserville population Eric, but he also had an endearing side,
God.
surprisingly so. Fucking, what do Japanese people think of us, dude?
What the fuck? Is this how Asians think?
Is this how they think that we are?
This is how they picture America.
My
damn,
God
that's
damn
sad.
it, dude.
This is-
Fuck. You know what? It felt nice to be the younger sister for once. Maybe this was just what I needed.
You got what I need.
I just thought, hey, I could definitely get used to this. I rocked out to his bad music on the way home. I even explained to him how I got into skate. Wait. Just before she was like complaining about his music being stupid.
No, because she loves him now. She has a brother.
Needless to say, He had quite a few different memories to mine on our whole childhood, but I didn't get into it. That was a conversation for another time, and a conversation that was going to put my reputation as a sane person on the line, so I had to tread carefully. It kind of got me wondering, though, what kind of person was his real sister? And just this whole family, to be honest. How did things work around here? You got into the house and went to the living room. I followed Eric curiously.
Oh boy. So what do we usually do when our parents aren't home?
Oh, flipping!
Thank God.
He said,
Right, I'm nervous.
It said spread out, and I was like, what?
Oh shit, here we go, boys.
Wait, usually leave me alone, or you could.
Leave me alone.
Okay. Damn! Whoa!
Okay.
Fucking big smoke.
Whoa! Okay, I would like to gladly take him up on his offer, but I had to know what I was dealing with, or how else would I cope? Besides, Eric just seemed
Interesting.
Interesting.
How can one be so
one be
chilling
so
and different than get all the
chillin' and
badass when the situation calls for it? It's called being a human.
Yeah.
What?
I guess that's how things work for other people,
people.
but they're just
There's
something
something
about this guy. There's something about this guy. Just something about this guy, man.
Something about him.
But I thought we could get to know each other. You're brother and sister.
Cause you know, I've been here 16 years. What do you want? Dude, chill. I don't really think just talking, I guess. Always avoiding me. Now you want to talk? Oh! That was his sister in the past life. They were always avoiding it. She'd be different.
Yeah?
Like that. I just, like, had a stroke with my arms. I don't know what the fuck.
Why do all these people keep asking me what I was scheming? Again, what kind of person was his real sister?
I've never heard scheming. I've heard scheming more times than I've had in my life in this fucking game.
Yeah. I'm not.
I am.
He gave me a pointed look. A pointed look.
Pointed. It's
Like
Is
the
it really-
eyes, the eyes become cones.
like
They point at you.
fucking.
Like they were strained to laugh. Okay, you know what? Forget about it. Leaving you alone sounds good too, bitch. I turned my heels and walk away when Eric suddenly yelped.
Just like, hey! Hey!
Yeah? Oh no.
Uh-oh. Oh, boy. Oh, shit.
What?
But...
Next time, don't waste my time unless you have something to say.
Okay, when is the cheek beating gonna happen?
Okay.
It's gonna happen soon. I'm
Good.
not ready for it.
Eric turned back to the TV, and I just stood there not understanding what the hell that was at all. I mean, I'd once been a sibling of someone I didn't want to spend free time with too, and I guess I'd be annoyed too if I was pestered by my younger sibling. I would know.
Oh, I get it. Okay, she's Tyler in his mind.
Yeah.
Yeah, right? Wouldn't that make sense? Because it's like, you got her, and she was like, with her younger brother, she's like, oh, fuck this faggot. But now her older brother, Eric, is like her. She's like the Tyler in his mind.
Fucking taste your own fucking medicine, bitch.
Yeah, what the fuck?
Inside me. It almost felt like he wanted to talk and wanted me to pester him even.
Okay, that's kind of fucking rapey.
Yeah.
That's what couples do.
Later on, I figured he probably meant to say I should have just spoken my mind instead of walking away. He just sounded rather hostile, plus his wording was so off, but he didn't seem annoyed and was responsive during conversation.
Huh. Alright. Maybe he wanted to talk after all. Is she gonna go back down and talk? Oh, Eric, no, never mind. Eric gave me a lift again the next morning, and I had to say I was getting used to it. Maybe my mom would agree to buy me a car? No. Okay, maybe not. Yeah. But at least I hadn't my new parents. Surely they would?
Why are you wearing my shirt anyway? You don't even like that band.
Oh, boy.
Uh-oh.
I'm all about that band. Plus, I couldn't find anything respectable to wear. You have a whole closet full of things. Girly things. Haven't you always liked girly things and all that jazz? Not anymore. I suddenly noticed Eric flinching a little after finishing that sentence. I turned my attention to him. Hey, something wrong? No, I just had this feeling that jazz... Yeah, you're into jazz now? Eric heaved a long, tired sigh. Well, I want that shirt back.
Uh-oh.
I grinned. Now?
Oh boy.
I made a show of pretending to lift up the shirt, which caused him to swerve the car. I knew I had won. No, shit, keep the stupid fucking shirt. Eric's face was all flushed, and I have to say, it was kind of cute.
Sweet home Alabama. Well, sky always blue.
Though I couldn't help but think about that thing he was blabbering about, and then just suddenly changed the topic. Jazz?
Like jazz?
You like jazz?
I was a little bit smug after that, up until the point where I noticed that someone put a picture of my butt on the school notice
I
board.
beat the fuck out of my dick.
That brought me back down to earth, and I realized again why I hated this parallel universe so much. At least I had Nikki. Not really. Hey, how are things with your fibbling? Did you get fucking autism?
Dude, is Nikki fucking Lars? What the fuck?
Hey, how are things with your fibbling? Fibbling? I was glad to see I was on good.
Okay, you don't have to make fun of him. You don't have to make fun of him.
It was the small bright spot. Well, there was that, and the fact that Eric wasn't a total jerk. I guess the whole experiment would have been doing me right if it wasn't just so freaky to be living someone else's life. Fake sibling. Nikki actually seemed to believe me about my whole family swap, too. BFFLs for sure. Best friends for life. Couldn't you say BFFs? It's like best friends forever. What the hell's a BFFL?
It's like a fucking sandwich. It's like, you know, like cheese.
It's bacon.
Faggot. Bacon faggot. It's like with the mega faggot.
Yeah.
Bacon faggot.
Robo bitch.
Mega faggot.
I was about to tell her about Eric when clucking sounds came over the loudspeaker. Now that wasn't the usual way the principal tried to get our attention. Calling TJ Jameson to the skate ramp later unless she's too chicken after that
display
yesterday.
Damn!
Wasn't her last name Ryan before? John, no. What was he trying to
pull?
Pull your
hair, boy! You already know!
I encourage everyone to come in case she's going to flash her underwear again.
Oh my god, people really gonna beat her cheeks.
Like everyone needed another reminder of. I mean,
yeah, I would like another one.
well, settle, who is going to be winning extreme sports this year, and who just can't match up.
Damn.
Mr. Saxton.
Mr. Saxon.
Mr. Anglo-Saxon.
Just like fucking Beowulf comes up.
Yeah.
So bitch.
Everyone could hear the sound of Jono getting his just desserts from a very ticked off school administration person, Miss Bliss. I was still reeling over the announcement. How'd he do that? His AV club buddies, the principal has been trying to catch him in the act for the last month.
AV? What does that mean? Audio video?
I don't know, it's probably some tech club, that'd be my guess.
Well, Johnny's pretty cool then too. That's pretty neat. It's a cool thing to be into.
Fucking epic.
Yeah. I had to endure clucking sounds this morning.
So I'm assuming she's walking around the fucking halls and people are just like, fucking rooster bitch.
Those are really good
Chicken.
clucking sounds.
No, I'm just, but
Like-
they were just like, hey, fucking chicken, fucking asshole.
I'm just thinking like the fucking. You ever seen like Ice Age 2? And fucking. No. You ever see Ice Age 2? Have you seen Ice Age?
I probably, I mean. I
Wait,
don't
so you know the part where Sid is like waka 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 waka, and all the little dudes are like.
know. Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking of.
Clearly, Eric didn't do a good enough job at scaring Jono off. We'd have to work on that later. Don't tell anyone. But part of me was a little glad that things had returned to the status quo, at least at school.
Excuse me, Mr. Obama.
I had Jono trying to make my life miserable, and I had Nikki giving me some balance. I suppose in some ways I got my wish. I didn't have annoying Tyler getting in my face, but it was a hurdle to adjust to. Kinda missed my mom. I miss my mommy! Being away from Tyler had been refreshing. I found myself not wanting to bang my head on the wall anymore when thinking bang my brother. Anymore when thinking about him. I hadn't been clamoring to find the guys responsible for the sibling experiment. Not yet. I wonder if I should pay him a visit though to check on things and all. Not that I cared.
It just felt like the right thing to do.
Just felt like the right thing to do. Look for Tyler, go find Jono. Oh, we're actually making a decision now? Finally.
I think we should go find Jono and kick that fucker's ass is what I'm thinking we do.
Let's fucking do it.
Yeah.
That little weasel Jono needed to be found. I couldn't believe that he wasn't intimidated yet. He got fucking punched. That was one of the hardest... Or this was one of the hardest things that everything I worked for just went down a tube like that, man. My rep. My future livelihood. Boarding was my everything. No one seemed to know how awesome I was. Granted, it only been 2
How do you
days.
make the thing really big?
You just go really fast.
Oh.
Yo! I see you got my message. Skate and destroy. I fucking hate that shit.
Skate and destroy. If I ever catch someone wearing that, I'm going to beat the fuck out of you. Like, just ever. That
Subtle,
shirt
Jono.
should be a fucking death sentence.
Yeah. Subtle, Jono. Even for you. So you've been very amusing this week, trying your hand at skating. But it's time for you to give up the charade and move on. Do something else. Nope, I'm pretty set on this one thing, really. Why the sudden change of heart? Dude, you don't know jack shit about me. The way they fucking put that together into one word, it's like, dude, you don't know jack shit about me.
That could be like a name of a place.
Jack shit?
Hey, welcome to Jack Shit Pub and Grill. Get a fucking cheeseburger, dude.
Yeah, how eye-opening, Jameson.
That's a kind of a cute last name.
Jameson? It's a fucking, isn't that a goddamn whiskey?
Thinking of Jim Beam?
No. Jameson. Maybe that's like a type of mixed drink or something.
Sounds like a drink from the 50s, something Frank Sinatra.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, hey, I'll take a Jameson.
It's like something my grandparents fucking ordered when we
Yeah.
go to like a Wisconsin supper club or some shit. How about you try me? Thought I was the one challenging you, babe. He's calling you babe, dude.
Anyone who calls you babe? What's up, babe?
What's up,
What's
babe?
up, babe? What's up, babe?
We'll see who's challenging who. Bitch. I gave him a best overconfident grin and took to showing off my tits. My skills on the quad. I didn't give him a view of my butt this time either.
He probably was
I have to say, that was an improvement.
Nah, he probably was looking there anyway. Chief. Sorry, Chief. He might actually starting to take me seriously.
Yeah. That night I had a dream of a forgotten memory. It was my 11-year-old self teaching Tyler how to skate.
Uh-huh. He had been begging me with all those eyes for
Begging me. For weeks.
weeks.
Weeks. It's just like him to plead and annoy someone until he got his way. It's just how he rolled. And I didn't mind, really.
Oh, I should be gonna miss him. Oh,
Anyway, the first time I took him out, I was stunned with how sucky he was in his first attempts. I'd always had the knack for this skating thing, and I almost thought he was humoring me. I was never the patient type, you see, and 10-year-old Tyler wasn't the brightest student I'd had. Oh, she was 11, he was 10.
yeah, I was about to say that.
In the spur of the moment, I pushed him a little bit too hard down a hill, hoping he'd learn from there.
He fucking dies.
Obviously, he didn't. When I held his hands on our way to the hospital, I was on the verge of tears. And not just because I was about to get my ass whooped. I was scared. I loved my brother, really.
Dang.
I remember myself cringing as I heard him crying out in pain. No bravado. But even so, Tyler never held it against me. I swore to be a better older sister to him at that moment. Protect him from harm and be there for him whenever. How did I forget about all of that? How did it all change? Hey, maybe it's your fault he's being a dick to you. How about that?
Yeah.
The next morning came around.
Can't wait to go to school and have another day to work all this out.
Another day. Can't wait to get to school, I guess. So we're going to school. I walked around the school to see how many things differ between my previous life and this life. Most people I knew still recognized me, but my rep was totally different. In this life, people tag me with "rich as bitches" label, just like Nikki
RB,
said
it could be like
previously.
realistic battles. That's a War Thunder quote. I'm sorry.
Pretty cool music.
Ooh, actually, this is actually kind of interesting.
I didn't really care though. They could call me whatever. Deep down, I was still plain old T.J. Ryan. Well,
Such a
T.J.
That's
T.J.
such a hillbilly.
Jameson.
That's such a hillbilly name.
Yeah,
TJ Ryan, get here! We're having some moonshine. TJ Ryan.
Well, how's T.J. Jameson?
Well, don't I just call her Terry?
T.J. Jameson.
TJ Jameson, get your ass back here so I can give you a smooch. With your dad.
It's her fucking brother.
Hey, well, I mean, we're gonna.
Oh,
we'll
but how you
get there.
perform on the Rams? Nothing else mattered. Whatever. Oh, it's Thua Day now. God. I've been living this, waking up and doing my routine in someone else's house, and you know what? It's still as weird as ever.
Still weird ever.
It's weird living someone else's life.
Unnatural.
Unnatural. Dude, we need to fix this. Like, I don't know how. I'm not even sure what I want at this point. But I gotta do something.
Something.
Can only imagine, says Nikki. Why do you believe me anyway? Anyone else would think I'm crazy. I can imagine us being BFFs in another. She said BFFs. Your dumbass said BFFL.
Biffles.
Retard.
Oh, is that what a biffle is? People used to say that all the time
Really?
at my school.
Yo.
That's, I get it now.
You're just so different from what I originally thought of you. Well, Spacebar does work. Thanks, dude. Though, I don't just imagine it. I lived it.
She lived that bitch.
So what was your other life like? Well, my mom's works at the diner in the mall, and my brother is a 15-year-old little fucking brat. Fucking bitch. Bitch ass. Dad's always on the road. So yeah, he's a truckie. You can't be mad at him for not being home. He's a truckie. It's his job.
There's the cope with it.
Maybe I hadn't been sensitive enough to mom. It can't have been easy. It can't have been easy raising us almost by home.
She's about to say, you just described my life. Watch this.
And all I did was complain about Tyler. It was finally all coming together. It's funny how I couldn't see it when I was me. Well, I still was me, but the me I was when I was a part of the Ryan family. Poor mom. Alright, but I don't know. She never listened. She always expects so much of me. It can get really infuriating sometimes. Like, she treats me like an adult and expects me to behave like an adult, but I don't want to be that just yet. Tyler can be a real brat, too. You already said that.
Oh, that's
Sounds
quite
like
the
quite the dilemma. At least now they don't have to deal with you and you don't have to deal with them. Not helping, Nikki. Sorry. Though isn't it better this way? Once you learn how to cope with this current life, you can live comfortably.
What's she gonna go back?
It seems you and Eric get on well enough as well, so at least you have that going. That's true. Though I don't know if I want to stay like this. I'll think about it some more. It's not like I have a magic switch to get back or anything. And then the day was off to a start. I told myself I'd start researching at lunch. I met Nikki in front of the library. Nikki's mouth hung open for so long that I just had to close it for her. I put my hand on her chin and lifted her jaw, causing her to come out of her stupor. You really want to go to the library? Yes, Nikki. I want to go to the library. Was it really that hard to believe? I was an academic. I didn't just copy and paste my assignments from the internet. I reworded them too so the plagiarizing machines didn't catch it. Really, there was just no trust in this world anymore.
That's smart.
And this wasn't a normal assignment. This was my life here. Real work had to be put into it. I still hesitated though, as I still hadn't decided whether to spend the rest of it living in oblivious bliss that it wasn't in the family that I belonged in, or not. Is this about a guy? Funny how that was the conclusion she jumped to. Anyone that hung out in the library was, in all probability, not my type. No, Nikki, this isn't about a guy. And then what is it about? Research. I need to find out who's doing this to me and who this guy is. Ha!
So it is about a guy.
It's not about a guy. Not like that, anyway. But you just said, Nikki, just come with me. Just come with me. This was my attempt at seeking. I wasn't quite sure how to go about it, but I knew the research was one of those things I always neglected before with assignments.
So if
I
I
wanted
want
to
to
know
know
something,
something, I should start there.
I should start there.
Okay, go. You're making this very difficult.
Problem was, what did
I
I look for? I decided on going to search for the Sibling. I'm fucking stupid. I can't read anymore.
And then identity swapping or life swapping.
Was just about to go and find the 2 books that had come up in the computer search. One was already taken out when I spotted a familiar brown head at one of the tables, and it brought a smile to my face. What a dork. I could see the title of the book he had clearly. Magic and... Why is he blushing?
Oh.
Magic and mystery. Shh, I don't know you. Whatever, we've got stuff to do. Hi, Eric. Hey. Fucking shit. Hey? I don't think we met before. Oh, I'm Nikki, TJ's BFF from another life. Eric shot her a confused look, but Nikki just smiled without saying anything more. No talking to the loser, Nikki. Work to do, remember? Nice to meet you, Nikki. And you, what are you doing here, TJ? Don't you usually hang around Sandra and your lame gang? A gang, huh? And who would Sandra be? I thought you didn't know me. That was true, though, to some extent. Extend? Wait.
To some extent. Just to some extent.
Just having a friendly conversation between strangers. There's nothing remotely friendly about you, Eric. Now go away since that was what you asked of me last time I wanted to talk. I was trying to poke fun at him, you know, like trying to get back at him like how I usually would with Tyler. But then Eric had this hurt look on his face that made me feel guilty as hell. Now you sound more like yourself.
Aww.
Later. Eric spoke flatly and walked off before I had the chance to redeem myself. Did that mean his real sister always used to shoo him away? And did he just try to be friendlier with me because I made an attempt last time? I screwed up. Well, that was just weird. You didn't have to be so mean to him, though. I know Nikki. Now shut up and help me. Damn, I snapped at Nikki as well because I sucked. Thankfully, she didn't seem offended. She just gave me that look that caused me to sigh. Go ahead! Speak whatever is on your mind. Just thought the 2 of you don't seem much like brother and sister. Because we really aren't. We researched for the whole break and came up short. This just wasn't working.
Save it there, boys.
Alright, fellas.
We are going to just end it now.
We're gonna leave it at this.
Alright, boys. Catch y'all on the flip side. Don't forget to smash that MF like button. Join notification squad. Comment your favorite Pokemon. My favorite is that yellow one.
And subscribe. Don't forget, subscribe. Always subscribe. Subscribers are fun to have.
Make new accounts like what they do to PewDiePie. Make multiple accounts and then sub those.
Yeah.
Well, it's kind of you.
Well, me, yeah.
Yeah.
He has a different channel. But yeah, sub to me.